I'm so sorry for what happened. I have no idea what happened. That's the second time that's happened. It happened in last stream as well. So um, let's do this. Let's get back into it. We man, I hate that that happened because we had a good influx of people coming in. So let's see. What's up, Alexander? Who's Thug? He's a big fan of you and he wants to collab with you very soon. Okay. Does he have a channel? I want to know. Does he have a channel? If so, let me know what his channel is. I might look into him. But anyway, I want to get back into it. So if for those who probably weren't watching it beforehand, we were talking about Blade getting delayed indefinitely. It's not canceled, so for those who are going to these content creators and they're saying that Blade is canceled, it's not canceled. Um, I just think that Marvel Studios probably has maybe a bigger plan for Blade that we'll probably find out about soon enough. But I'm gonna go back into the Variety article, just kind of refresh. So Variety says that Disney has removed the Marvel reboot of Blade, starring Mahershala Ali as the titular half vampire, from its release calendar. It was dated for November 7th of 2025. Disney will instead release Predator Badlands, the sixth film in the otherworldly franchise, on the early November release date that was held by Blade. So, yeah, they go into more in this article, the next topic that we'll talk about. But my thoughts on the Blade situation, if you guys didn't check out the other stream that I did, I'll probably just remove that one. So I'll just talk about my thoughts here again. I think that it's a frustrating situation, wanting Blade to be in the MCU and just kind of wanting a good story for him. I don't understand, what plans they have, what Marvel Studios may have up their sleeve, but I will say from like a fan perspective, like I said, it is kind of frustrating because I'm not trying to put any shows or anything down, but I feel like if Marvel Studios can create a concept idea for a WandaVision spinoff, four or five times over, I'm sure that they could come up with an idea for a vampire story, and that sort of thing, for a werewolf story or just anything in general when it comes to that aspect. They've proved it before with Werewolf by Night that they can clearly come up with a good story when it comes to that. So that's how I feel about it. Um, but the other side of me, the creative side of me, the business side of me, understands why this movie got held back. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel like they're going to plan something big with Blade. And I talked about this before. We did like a writing our own Blade movie, and we kind of touched about like a supernatural saga for the MCU. They could, have Blade be the leader of this, new saga. And we have the Midnight Suns, which we'll get into later. There's apparently a Midnight Suns movie in the works. We'll talk a little bit about that, but there's some plans that it seems like that they have, and I think Blade might have a much prominent role in the next saga, so that's why I think they probably held him back. Maybe they felt like Blade had no reason to be in the multiverse saga. Maybe there was just no story there. So it's kind of like a Werewolf by Night situation where, we would probably have to wait a few years to kind of get a follow up on these characters. So that's why they're doing that. So that's how I feel about it. So like I said, the fan part of me is frustrated about this, but the creative business side of myself also understands why they did what they had to do. I don't think it's right, but I understand. So that's my thoughts on it. I want to get all of your thoughts and opinions on it. How do you feel about, the Blade situation? Do you feel upset? Are you over it? Are you indifferent? Do you really not care? Do you think Marvel Studios has something bigger and better up their sleeve? Because, I there's plenty of interviews with Kevin Feige, and he says he wants to get this movie right. He wants this movie to be done well. And I honestly feel like, I feel like that's how he feels, and I want this to be a good movie. I don't want Blade to be I don't want Blade to be a situation where the movie is bad and then it's kind of like, okay, we can't do the plans that we have before. Like, They want Blade to be right. They want to get it right. So I understand. So I'm gonna get into your comments. Let's see, Alexander. You said five. Yeah, yeah. What's up, Jose? How you doing? What are your thoughts on the Blade situation? I kind of want to hear your guys' thoughts, and then we'll move into the next topic. I don't want to make this a too long of a stream, but I kind of just wanted to get on here and talk about this. Originally, this wasn't even going to be the stream idea for tonight. It was actually going to be talking about Creature Commandos, so I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on that, and thoughts and theories. So that might be something we do. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow, if you guys want a Creature Commando stream, I could hook that up for you guys. But yeah, we're gonna just talk about all this stuff. So yeah. So again, people in the replay, if you have any comments, concerns, some ideas you have for Blade, definitely hit them up. So we're gonna drop into the next topic, and this is coming from the same article. Now it turns out that today, alongside Blade being delayed, we also got some new release dates for some potential Marvel movies that are going to be coming in the coming years. So this article says that meanwhile, Marvel added three untitled projects to the schedule for February 18th of 2028, May 5th of 2028, and November 10th of 2028. So I want to get your guys' thoughts about those potential dates. What projects could you see, in those dates? I have my own predictions and thoughts. Let's see. Jose, you said people hate on me. Hate on me on Roblox sometimes. I get banned from 56 in the game. Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Look, there's nothing wrong with playing the game that you enjoy playing. As long as you enjoy playing it, that's all that matters. Have you heard of Jamie Snowden? I actually haven't heard of Jamie Snowden before. I actually have not. Is that the person that said they want to collab with me, Alexander? Yeah, I want to get you guys' thoughts about the release date. So for February, I feel like Blade would be a good spot to put that in. And the reason why I feel like Blade would be good for that is because one, Black History Month would be pretty good for that, and for two, if Blade is gonna be what starts this, supernatural saga, which is not gonna be just the Midnight Sun stuff. I'm sure we're gonna get some X-Men stuff too, but I think the supernatural saga is probably the best term to put it in. I know people are gonna say the mutant saga, and they could say mutant and supernatural saga, but I just think that's too much as for a name for the saga. So I just say supernatural because the X-Men is supernatural as well, so you can kind of include that. So February Blade, um, May 5th could be an X-Men movie. I could see May 5th being X-Men. So that might be what I think that one is. And then November 10th, I think November 10th could be either a Midnight Suns movie or a solo X-Men movie of some type. That's kind of my guesses. But I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think those movies are. What are you referring to, Jose? Yeah, yeah, there was a lot. There was some beef yesterday on the stream. I don't know what was going on, but it's pretty chill stream, pretty chill than what we're used to. So it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm really curious about what they're gonna do with the next saga because there's so much they could do with the supernatural side, with the mutant side of the MCU. We're getting into territory that I feel like people have been wanting for years. I've wanted Blade. I've wanted to get into those like supernatural monster-esque kind of characters. So this is good. X-Men, I'm a big X-Men fan, so I've been wanting to get into the X-Men for a long time. So we're getting close to that. It's gonna be a couple years out for sure, but we'll get there, and I just hope they do it right. That's all that matters. I watch 500M every night. I'm not sure who that is. That's who it was. Parker, Jamie Snowden. What's up, Mohammed? I don't want to butcher your first name. So what's up, Mohammed? Welcome to the stream. We're talking Blade being delayed. We're talking Marvel Studios revealing some new untitled projects that's in the works for 2028. And we're going to move into the next things because things are getting really interesting. Now, this is coming from Nexus Point News. Apparently, a Midnight Suns movie is rumored, apparently, to be in the works. It's not been confirmed yet, but we could kind of put two and two together and kind of see that this could be a possibility. So, kind of the reason why I brought this up is because I kind of just wanted to hear your thoughts about a Midnight Suns movie. I know we talked about it before in the Blade live stream that we did, and so the article pretty much says that our source has now heard that Michael Green will be penning the script for Marvel Studios' Midnight Suns project. Green is coming off of writing the script for Blade, which has been in development since 2019. Marvel Studios' Blade was reported to set up a Midnight Suns project, which would only make Green's involvement natural. It has also been reported that Stefan Brazard would be producing the project. The film is expected to be a culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's supernatural projects and bring together its respective characters. Green is also best known for Netflix's Blue Eye Samurai and writing the scripts for and also co-writing for epic blockbusters as the 2017's Blade Runner 2049 and Logan. As we await Marvel Studios' confirmation of the film, its processor Blade, which we now know is delayed to 2020, which is delayed inevitably and indefinitely. So we don't really know when Blade is coming, but I can only imagine like 2028 because again, I just think that would be a perfect time to, after Secret Wars, I could see Marvel, taking away from the multiverse thing for a while and just focusing on the street level, the supernatural and mutant side of things. So, yeah, yeah. The comment yesterday was getting kind of crazy, but it's okay. It didn't bother me too much. I got thick skin. With those situations, you got to continue to be professional, and I just kept it professional with them. So yeah, but yeah. With that being said, what do you guys? How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys want a Midnight Suns project? If so, what would be your team? If you were to fantasy book this, what would be your ideal team for a Midnight Suns project, a movie, maybe a TV series? What would you guys think? I have an ideal team. Obviously, Blade, Doctor Strange would be in there. Punisher, I think perfect. Emma Bloodstone from Werewolf by Night, obviously Werewolf by Night, and Moon Knight. You could add Man Thing in there too. I think Man Thing would be pretty good. But yeah, that's my ideal team. Do you guys maybe have some other potential? Because I mean, in the comics, there's been different team members. Scarlet Spider's been in there, but I doubt they're gonna do anything Scarlet Spider. That's more of a Sony thing, so I don't see that being a thing. I do think Spider-Man could team up with the Midnight Suns in the future, if that's a possibility. I think that would be really cool. Let's see. Knowing where I said you get 1 million subs by the end of the year. Hey, that would be something if that was to happen. I'm not gonna say that it's not possible, but I'm gonna say that it's not likely at the current moment. But hey, who knows? Anything is possible. So surprise me. That's just the motto for life I have. Just surprise me. Who knows what may happen? What's up, love? Yeah, back at it tonight. Like I said, I mentioned this earlier. I was gonna talk Creature Commandos, but when the Blade news dropped, and then with the new Marvel releases for 2028, I was like, you know what? This seemed like a much bigger topic to talk about. So who knows? If you guys want to see a stream tomorrow, again, I could definitely try to do one if I have time tomorrow. Before the next episode of Agatha drops, I'll try to do a stream, get you guys in here, talk about Creature Commandos, and then kind of get out of here before Agatha starts. But I'll probably do it way before then. Because I'm really looking forward to the next episode. I'm enjoying Agatha so far, which Agatha you could say is a part of the supernatural element stuff too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more on Agatha in the future too. So yeah. See if you guys have any thoughts on anything that's been discussed. Just let me know. And again, for those watching it on the replay, if you have any thoughts, comments, things you'd like to add, definitely let me know. We chop it up in the comment section. So the next and final topic that I kind of want to talk about, uh, D23 is coming. So D23 in Brazil, I know we just had D23 in California back in September, but there's going to be D23 happening next month in Brazil. And there's some stuff that's going to be happening with Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios is set to be there to discuss some of the upcoming projects. And this is coming from the D23 website. And it says that one of the biggest experiences at D23 Brazil, a Disney experience, with more than 900 square meters, the Marvel Studios space promises to bring fan favorite heroes together with surprises and interactive activities from upcoming titles Captain America Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Daredevil Born Again. So that's really interesting. So we're gonna get Captain America Brave New World stuff, we're gonna get Thunderbolts stuff, and we're gonna get Daredevil Born Again. Now we just got a trailer. Now we got a trailer back some time for Captain America Brave New World, and we just recently got a trailer for Thunderbolts. So my guess is, and this isn't confirmed by any means, but my guess is with this, we do know that a Daredevil trailer has been shown at D23, and there was a Daredevil trailer that was shown recently at New York Comic Con. So my guess is they're probably going to release the official trailer in all its beautiful HD quality at this event. I hope so. I hope so. I that Daredevil Born Again is one of my most anticipated projects. I love Daredevil. I love the original Daredevil series, and knowing what we know about behind the scenes, and there were a lot of things that got changed with the series. Some of the people weren't in the series from the original series. Then they scrapped it and started back the series again with the original cast from the Netflix series. So there's a lot of changes. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with Daredevil Born Again and how they continue the story. I know Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio have been talking about some things as well about the show. So it seems like, and we did get a release date at New York Comic Con that Daredevil Born Again will premiere on Disney Plus March 4th, if I'm correct. March 4th. So, yeah, that is pretty much the news. I'm excited. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Marvel. Yep. Yeah, love Marvel. Marvel is still making Blade. It's just delayed right now. Again, and I know the memes. I've been seeing the memes on the internet all day. Oh, Blade ain't never happening. That people were sharing the Deadpool meme. Oh, there can only be one Blade, and I know. As many times as we've heard about this movie, and it's been in production limbo for the past couple of years, but I seriously think Blade is going to happen. I don't think Blade is gone. I don't think Blade is canceled. I just think that Marvel Studios has a bigger plan for Blade that we'll see eventually, but I'm giving some trust to it. I'm like I said, the fan of me is upset and I don't understand what's going on. But again, the business and creative side of me can understand why they decided to hold this back. I can't show you where I'm from. I prefer not to reveal where I'm from. I'm private. But yeah, they did remove it from the 2025 calendar and put the what was it? It was the Predator movie. So the new Predator movie is up in that spot now. So we did talk about earlier about 2028. Again, Marvel Studios has three untitled projects for February 18th, May 5th, and November 10th of 2028. So my guess is one of those could be Blade. I'm thinking February 18th. I just think, Black History Month, I just think that would be perfect. But it could also be one of the other two. I just think personally, X-Men might be in between. So my guess is, May 5th could be the X-Men movie for the MCU. But again, that's just my thought. What's up, nobody? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you guys are in the streaming, you're loving the content, you're loving this, I guess, semi podcast, live stream discussion. If like it up, like it up. Subscribe, share, tell some friends, tell your dog, tell grandma across the street, tell everybody to just come by and just, I don't know, I guess listen to me. I guess me yap. I guess. Stay positive. The only difference between you and a good day and bad day is your attitude. Exactly. That's some great advice, nobody. That's some great advice. When is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man coming? I wish I knew. I wish I knew, and that's actually going to be a video that I thought about doing sometime this week. I might do it on Thursday, but I don't know because now, if you guys heard the news, Disney put out a thing for the November releases. It was rumored for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man to come out on November 2nd, but that's not going to be the case anymore due to the Disney Plus release schedule. So we don't really know if it's coming out this year. We do know the prequel comic is coming in December. So what they could do a similar thing what they did with X-Men 97. We got the trailer back in February, and then like a month later we got the premiere of it in March. And then I think the prequel comic released in April? It was April. I believe it was April when it got released, the prequel comic. So they could maybe do a similar situation here. Again, maybe a trailer in November, and then maybe we get the show in December, and maybe the prequel comic maybe a week or two after. Again, that's just my speculation. That's nothing confirmed. I don't know any inside information. That's just my guess, but we'll have to see. I wish I knew. I don't understand why we haven't gotten a trailer yet. New York Comic Con did have like a little photo op thing you could do, and so there was like a little image with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in the homemade suit, but that's it really. Like, obviously there was some footage shown at D23, and I know that footage is leaked and out there. I haven't seen any of that footage. I don't really want to because I mean, I don't want to spoil myself. I kind of just want to go in going fresh with it. So that's why I haven't really seen it, but just know I know that it's out there. You know that there are people at New York Comic Con. Yeah, I want to go New York Comic Con one year because New York Comic Con is on my list. San Diego Comic Con is on my list. So those are definitely some things I want to do. Queso, watch Queso. I actually have watched some compilations of Queso. Very funny. His chat just does not care. They make all kinds of jokes about him. And he just takes it really well, so he just kind of doesn't let it bother him. So shout out to Queso. I didn't know anything about him, but just based off of the clips that people share of him and stuff, he's blowing up like from that. So shout out to him, and I hope he continues just making the great content that he's making. And yeah, he's from Arkansas. Watch him. He's probably live now. Well, yeah, I'll probably watch if he's still live once I get off the stream. Maybe I'll check him out. But yeah, like I just think it's really cool to see a content creator just kind of let the jokes that people make not bother him, but also at the same time it's also kind of bringing him more people to his content. So hey, sometimes you just gotta take that and make it work, and he made it work. So shout out to him again. Did you watch wrestling last night? Yes, I did watch wrestling last night. I did watch Monday Night Raw last night, and it was very interesting. Uh, Jey Uso, I kind of bummed about him losing his title. I wish he would have kept his title just a little bit longer. And then if they wanted to go with the whole bloodline situation, they could have. But yeah, it is what it is. I know they're trying to build up towards War Games and next month. We got Crown Jewel and then we got War Games, so that's gonna be something. Definitely gonna be tuning into Monday Night Raw. I meant Friday Night SmackDown this Friday. So yeah. Just continuing on. If you guys have any thoughts about some of the topics that I talked about, how do you guys feel about Blade being delayed? How do you guys feel about the untitled projects for Marvel Studios in 2028? How do you feel about a potential Midnight Suns movie in the works? How do you feel about D23 and some of the things that are going to be revealed there? Do you wish that there were different things being revealed? Because I feel like, at D23 it would have been nice to have had your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man there, maybe like a trailer, and then they could have publicly released a trailer afterwards. I know Marvel Studios is trying to draw back on a lot of the things because when back in 2022 at San Diego Comic-Con and when they announced all these things, and Marvel Studios has a lot on their plate, and I know they're trying to clean up a lot of things and trying to repolish and kind of get themselves back into where they were, because there's a lot of people who aren't satisfied with a lot of the projects that they put out, or just some things behind the scenes in between that again they're just trying to work on just to get back. I don't think Marvel is dead by any means. I just feel like they hit a bit of a road bump, which you're always going to hit a bit of a road bump. It doesn't matter what profession you're in, as long as you're able to understand where you made some mistakes, try to clean up those mistakes and make it better. I think you're going to make it better for yourself in the end. But I do also want to say this. I do feel like there's a lot of loud internet fans who I feel like kind of bring up the same points or kind of bring up the same, little taglines like, oh, the MCU's dead, or, when are we going to find out about the celestial in the ocean, those kind of things. And I'm like, it takes time to, work on all these projects, which we're going to get a mention of it in Captain America Brave New World because we saw that in the trailer. So there is going to be a mention of what what's on there. I obviously, if you kind of are looking into it, I believe that adamantium is going to be a part of that. So if you guys know adamantium and you know who has a adamantium skeleton, you kind of know where things are going. So things are starting to connect piece by piece. It's just gonna take some time. Now, do I feel like the world building has been good in the multiverse saga? At some points, yes, but then there's some points where I feel like feels to be desired. I feel like they could do more world building, but that's just kind of my thoughts on it. I don't really, I'm not one of these people again who think the MCU is dead or think that it sucks or any of that. I just honestly think that again, Marvel hit a road bump. They put too much on their plate that they could handle, and they're just trying to draw back and kind of, you know, take a step back and take a breath and kind of see like, okay, what can we do to make things better for this multiverse saga? What can we maybe put aside for a little bit to maybe add to something to that with the future? And that's why I say, like, with Blade, there's a thing with Blade, and like I said, I know people are going to say that they think it's canceled and all that, but again, I think there's a bigger plan to Blade, so that's why I'm not losing hope. I'm not losing hope with it. But yeah, and like, I mean, hey, like, if Marvel is kind of not really sure what they could do for a Blade movie, I even did it mention it on Twitter. Like, go back and like watch our Marvel Studios Blade stream. That was a really fun stream. I really enjoyed that, and we're gonna get back into doing more streams like that. The next vote that won was Doctor Strange 3, so we're gonna write a Doctor Strange 3. Maybe that could be the Halloween. Maybe something I could do for Halloween. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna do anything for Halloween anyway, so I'm probably just gonna chill. But probably not because I know people are gonna be busy on Halloween as well, so that might not be a good idea. But maybe I could do it the day before, and we could, kind of talk some things they could do with Doctor Strange 3. With the we got the script, so yeah. I'm surprised Marvel Fan isn't here. Marvel Fan's probably busy or probably gone to bed, but usually he's here. He's usually giving some ideas and stuff. Um, I probably should have re-mentioned that I'm live streaming again, which that might be something that I probably need to do right now. So, like I said, if you guys have any comments, anything of that nature, definitely, let it be known because I'm trying to grow a lot on this channel. I'm trying to do more than just animation content. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I love talking animation and all that stuff, but I'm a Marvel fan, I'm a DC fan, I'm a wrestling fan, I'm a music fan. There's so many things that I'm a fan of, and I just don't want to stay and stick to one thing. That's just not what I want for myself and for this channel either. All right. Let's see. Live stream. Let's talk. Uh, Live. And then I'll probably do some hashtags in here too. So hashtag Blade, hashtag Marvel Studios. Um, okay, cool. All right. So hopefully people can see that community post. If you guys want to share that community post that I just put out, you can. Just to kind of let people know what we're doing. But yeah, no, that just reshowed the same one that I just. Hold on a minute. I wasn't supposed to do that. That just redid the. Dang it. All right, well, I'll just do that later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. All right. Let's see. Any more comments? I don't see any more comments right now. Is there something you guys want me to talk about that Marvel related that maybe you just kind of want my input in? I've got a few minutes so I can kind of talk stuff. Let's see. Come through. Okay. We had a lot of people in here earlier, which I was really surprised about. I think it was like 14, over like 14 people in here, which I had a ton the other day, but um, yeah. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to share the community post, I just put it out and all that, like, share, all that good stuff. Maybe try to get some more people in, because I want to just like again, I just want to hear more opinions about this stuff. Because I mean, I could talk about it, but I just want more like opinions. So I think it was Parker. I think it was Parker, right? You said something about somebody wanted to collab with me, or was that Alexander? Was that Alexander? I think it was Alexander. You said something about somebody wanting to collab with me. Do you know who that was again? Because if so, like I can look into that because I've been wanting to collab with people anyways and just kind of talk more about these things. Um, I do want to talk like Cobra Kai and like Karate Kid stuff too because I'm into that as well. And apparently, there might be a trailer for Cobra Kai season 6 part 2 tomorrow. So we'll have to see. I know there was some stuff that got revealed at New York Comic Con for the Karate Kid Legends movie. Don't know how I feel about that movie. Um, I just don't know how I feel about that. I don't see the purpose. I'm still going to see it just to see what they do, but I don't know. Just the from what it sounds like, I don't know. I'd have to see a trailer, which I think they showed like some footage of the movie. Um, so again, we'll have to see. Also, Venom. I'm hearing some things about Venom: The Last Dance. Apparently, people are saying that the Venom Last Dance might actually be the best in the trilogy. I don't know how to take that as far as a compliment. Maybe it's a legit compliment. Maybe it is actually good. I don't know. I'm not a fan of those movies. I'm not a fan of Sony and what they're doing with the villains and just kind of like the whole Spider Universe. I mean, the Spider Noir show I'm interested in, and just in the fact of the matter of the aesthetic and what they're gonna do in terms of, that variation of Spider-Man. But as far as like the villains, like the Madam Web, I didn't even bother to go see Madam Web. Um, I'm definitely not gonna see Craven, which I'm sure Craven might be. I don't know. Craven might be okay, but I still don't think I'm going to watch it personally. But obviously, the Beyond the Spider Verse. I mean, that's kind of like the only thing I've been waiting for is Beyond the Spider Verse. But that's pretty much it on the Sony side of things. But Marvel, like I said, I'm more interested in Marvel what they're gonna do with Spider-Man 4. I kind of talked about that last night. There was some great reception on that stream. There was some not so great reception. We kind of had a few people kind of coming in, and that sort of thing. But other than that, like it was a very good stream, and that you guys wanted me to do more streams, so I'm gonna try to do more streams and kind of talk more of these like breaking news type things. You said Love Madam Web was very very bad. Yeah, I heard it was very bad. I'm not even gonna bother to watch it. I had a friend of mine just kind of telling me what happened throughout the movie, and him just telling me, all I could do was just like shake my head and just say like, "What? Why would you do that? Like, why was that necessary? Why was this necessary?" So I'm not even gonna bother to watch that. I'm not even gonna bother to watch Joker 2 either, because I heard Joker 2 isn't that good either. So I actually asked him, out of the two movies, which one was the worst? And I think he said Madam Web was the worst out of those. But um, yeah, so I'm not going to waste my time with that movie. I don't know what Sony is doing. That's why I'm a little cautious about what they're doing with Spider Man 4 and just kind of like the rumors of what they could do. I'm not a fan of. I don't like the idea. I don't want a multiversal story for Spider Man 4. I want a street level story. But I feel like unfortunately that's what we're going to get is a multiversal story. It could be a mix of both. They could do a mix of both, but I just I just want a street level story. It's time now. This Peter Parker hasn't really shown its potential. This Spider-Man hasn't shown his potential of what he can do. And I would love to see him face off with Vulture. I would love to see him face off with Scorpion. The Prowler. Maybe some other potential villains they could set up. Kingpin, obviously. Kingpin being the $1 million prize. Um, which is going to take some time for them to build that up. I do think they are going to do with Daredevil Born Again, they are going to do the Devil's Reign storyline. But I could also see them doing like the Zarsky run as well. Because the Zarsky run is really good. If you guys haven't, if you want a suggestion of a Daredevil comic Check out the Zarsky run. Obviously, Frank Miller. That's a good run. Um, those are really good runs. I definitely suggest those. There's a lot of great story with Daredevil in those. Devil's Reign, of course, that's another one that is pretty good. Um, but yeah, so that's what I see. Hopefully, we'll see the Defenders come back. Maybe Heroes for Hire. I don't know. There's just so much Marvel could do that I just don't know. We just don't know the plans of what they're gonna do. They should make a Riddler slash Batman movie. I mean, they kind of already did. We got the Batman. That's a Riddler and Batman movie in a way. I mean, you got Batman, you got the Riddler as the villain, or do you kind of want something that's kind of like just a mix of both of them? Although I kind of feel like that would kind of like be similar to what they've done with the Batman. Which the Penguin, by the way, the Penguin is really good. Oh my god, every episode just keeps getting better and better. So I'm very excited for the next episode of the Penguin. Again, I'm looking forward to the next episode of Agatha tomorrow night. Just seeing two great shows. Just seeing two great shows just premiering and airing episodes is just really good. I don't really have one that I put over the other, but I will say the Penguin does kind of take the slight more, just a little bit more. But I think Agatha is catching up. I think it's doing really well. Both shows are doing really well. And so I'm curious about how both shows are going to end. I hope they end in a very satisfactory way, and build to more things in the future, with not just the characters, but with maybe some other things that they could potentially tease. Something like the Gotham series vibe. I haven't seen the Gotham series. That's something I definitely need to check out. But once I do, I could come back to your answer about what you're saying with the Riddler and Batman movie, and then I can kind of give you my thoughts on it. But yeah, I'm not gonna stay on for too long because I kind of just want to chill and relax. But going over everything that we went over today, so I'm gonna recap everything that we went over just for those again who kind of just want a shorter recap. And maybe I'll try to cut down these segments and try to do these as videos, and maybe try to post them on either here or my second channel. My second channel might be better because this is kind of more of like an animation thing, though I'm kind of doing more stuff on here. I'm trying to get my second channel off the ground and try to get more things there. If you guys haven't, it's Jace TV. I should have it like on my homepage. It should be like one of the first things you see, Jace TV. So I'm gonna try to do more stuff there. Um, but yeah, like I said, recap Blade delayed indefinitely. I do think there's a bigger plan with Blade, so let's hold on. Obviously, we got the movie releases for 2018. I meant the movie releases for 2028. Three new untitled releases for Marvel Studios. A potential Michael Green being the one to pen to write the potential Midnight Suns movie. And then we have the D23, which will feature some Daredevil Born Again stuff, Captain America Brave New World, and Thunderbolts stuff. So that's pretty much like all the news in terms of that. Kind of like, again, a shorter recap. So again, if you're watching this on replay, any of the topics that I discussed, definitely let me know. Definitely let me know your thoughts, your comments, some ideas you have, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share, tell friends. Again, I want to try to get this channel more focused on some other topics besides just animation, but also kind of doing more things on my other channel too. So yeah, if there are any more comments, Feel free to, share your comments right now before I end the stream. But again, I enjoy these streams. I enjoy doing the streams, and it's just been really fun to, do more of this kind of stuff. Again, I've been wanting to talk about Marvel, DC, and all this for a while now. I mean, the Marvel animation stuff really got me into it, and I felt like I could get an avenue with that, which really helped. Shout out to X-Men 97, that really helped me. Your Friendly Neighbor Spider-Man, those videos do really well. Just all the Marvel animation content I talk about, those videos just always seem to do relatively well. So there's a community there and there's an audience there for that. So I just want to take time out of my day to say thank you, and I appreciate all of the support and love that you guys show on those videos because I really enjoy making them. As a Marvel fan, as a DC fan, it just feels good to know that there are other people out there that, love not just animation content, but also superhero content as well. And I know people out there, there's some people out there who feel like superhero stuff is very niche and very cheesy. Who, you know, if that's the way you feel, I mean, that's the way you feel. But, superheroes, these characters, decades and generations of history. And regardless of how some of these film elitists feel about this kind of stuff, superheroes are here to stay. There's no such thing, in my opinion, as superhero fatigue. The fatigue that I feel is a thing is bad movies. Bad movies that are badly written, that don't have any purpose. That's the fatigue people have. Um, so yeah, that's how I feel about it. See if there's any more comments. I don't think there's any more comments. Any last comments before I end? I was supposed to do a Phineas and Ferb video today, and I just didn't have time to do it. So maybe I'll try to do it tomorrow if I have time, because I know that's a pretty popular topic too. But yeah. I don't see any more comments coming through. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna sit here and wait a little bit, and just see. Again, like I said, I enjoy doing these streams. They're fun. And once I get a better setup, I'll be able to screen share all the articles and just stuff that I talk about. Maybe I can do live reactions to trailers that come out too. I think that would be really fun to kind of just get your guys' live reactions, and then we kind of break down and discuss what we saw afterwards. I think that would be really dope to do some content like that and just be more interactive with you guys. Like I said, I got plenty of plans. I want to try to get some gaming stuff set up. Maybe on Twitch we can do some gaming. Maybe some movie watch alongs. Maybe I could do like a movie watch along on maybe Twitch or something. Like I said, I want to get you guys more involved and things of that nature. Because I know sometimes it's just kind of better to just have a more interactive way to kind of just have more to the streams, but also again like just make it more interactive. But yeah, I'm yapping and rambling about nothing. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow if I am not busy, if I don't have anything planned, I will try to set up a stream for Creature Commandos so we can talk about our thoughts and theories on the trailer and what we think could happen and why I feel that Creature Commandos is a great way to start off the DCU. So we'll get into a bit about that tomorrow. Like I said, Thursday I might try to do a Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man video, kind of talking about where's the trailer, what's going on with that, just kind of some things. Maybe we'll get some information in between. But yeah, that's the plan for this week. So again, thank you all so much for tuning into the stream. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those post notifications for more live streams like this. If you love these live streams, show the support, keep it going, and I'll keep it going, which I'll obviously keep it going anyway. But just just to kind of keep it going. So yeah, as I always say, big love to you all and peace out. I hope you have a good night, good day, good week. And yeah,